Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vegas Sports Talk. And this evening, I am doing Mountain West News of the Week again. Second week in a row, I'm doing it. So you'll be expecting this for weeks to come on Mondays after the previous week of Mountain West basketball. So we're going to start with the Player of the Week, Jalen Harris from Nevada, and he deserved it. He scored 28 against UNLV. He played really well against New Mexico as well. He deserved it. And Reno won their 2 games this week and did so in pretty well fashion. So they're 6-3 now in the conference, but we'll get to that later. The Aztecs, they improved to 21-0 after wins versus Wyoming and at UNLV, and that UNLV game was really close. Okay, there was points in that game where it looked like San Jose was going to run away with it, but then the Rebels cut the lead. The Rebels were up by 2 in the second half. Then the Rebels went on a scoring drought for 4 to 5 minutes, which caused them to lose that game. And another thing I want to talk about that's not on the sport is officiating in the Mountain West. Terrible officiating. The crew that did the UNLV game yesterday, terrible. Vern Harris and Bo Borowski, it was absolutely atrocious. There was fouls that they caught on the floor that when the Rebel players were clearly in active shooting, and they did that twice and took out 2-on-1s. So that's four more points they took away. So the Rebels would win in overtime if those were called in the motion. And also, there was a breakaway from Malachi Flynn where Amari Hardy didn't even touch him and they called a foul. If anything, it's an offensive foul because Flynn pushed him away. But they saw Fanta. I guess they saw a ghost. They couldn't really make a call yesterday. And they just ruined the game. And Dave Hall's terrible. Curry's just okay, and Higgins is fine. But the people that did the game yesterday were absolutely atrocious. They made terrible calls back to back to back. And there was San Diego State call that they made for them. When the guy wasn't in the act of shooting, he took another dribble and shot it, and they counted it. That he was shooting. Those were not shooting fouls. And the Mountain West really needs to get their officiating crisis together. And people are really looking out of that because they have the worst officials in the country. And you know what? The Mountain West is too afraid to admit that. And you can tweet them. People will tweet them and post stuff on Instagram. They won't listen. They don't care. They're too cheap. And also, that's not on here. Boise State could be moving conferences for all the Olympic sports to the West Coast or the Big Sky because their football team is sick of putting up with the Mountain West. But that's not for this video, so we're going to move on. Results from last week, New Mexico lost by 22 at Reno. New Mexico's really on a slide. Utah State beat Colorado State 77-61 at home. That game looked like it was going to be a blowout for Utah State, and then Colorado State cut it down to a 3-point deficit. The Aztecs went on the road to UNLV and won. And UNLV lost at Reno by 14 on Wednesday. So that leads me to the standings in the Mountain West. San Diego State's 10-0. No one's going to catch them. They're going to be the 1 seed. But then from 2 to 7, a game separates all those teams. So Reno is second at 6-3 because they have the tiebreaker over UNLV. UNLV's third because they have the tiebreaker over New Mexico. Well, actually, no, because New Mexico's 5-4 anyways. My bad. So the top 3 are 6-3, 6-3, and 10 now. But then 4, 5, 6, 7, they're all 5-4, but the tiebreakers determine that. So UNLV beat New Mexico, they beat Utah State, they lost to Boise, and they play Colorado State this weekend. So, but if you look from 8 down, those teams really don't matter. So it is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 team race for the top 5 spots because you need a top 5. You need a top 5 spot in the Mountain West tournament because you had a bye. So that leads me to key games this week. San Diego State goes to the Pit on Wednesday. Reno goes to Colorado State. I think Reno's going to lose that game. If they lose that game, they'll be 6-4. Colorado State will be 6-4. So there are key games this week. Then on Saturday, UNLV goes to Colorado State. So if the Rebels win that, they'll be 7-3, which will help them tremendously because if results would go their way, they would win 7-3. Maybe Colorado State would be 6-5. Reno would be 6-5 as well, or 7-4. But still, it will help the Rebels anyways. Utah State goes to San Diego State, which should be good. And Reno goes to Boise, where I think Boise will win that game. But you never know in this league. This league has so much parity from 2 to 7. It's after one night the standing can change drastically. So that is my Mountain West news of the week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below, who do you think will be playing in the Mountain West Conference Championship game? John Rothstein tweeted out today that UNLV can be an absolute bear during the Mountain West Conference tournament in March. And they could very well be that, and I could see them winning it. But there's 7 teams here at least, but I really realistically think there's 4. 4 or 5 that can really win it. San Diego State, UNLV, Utah State, and Reno. Those are the 4 I think could win it. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon with the Vegas Golden Knight preview for the game on Friday. And make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram where I post other content as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again soon.